Good morning, all.
Good morning, Sai.
Good morning. Am I audible, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So yesterday we have installed Jenkins, right? In previous class.
Yes, Sai.
Okay. Now we'll continue our class. So have you installed Jenkins, everyone? Any errors? Any issues? Okay. If not, please install today.
Okay.
Okay. So see here the dashboard. This is a dashboard. So here in Jenkins, so many options are there. So all are not important. Just few are very important because we have so many plugins, right? Whenever we install any plugin, we get one extra option. So thousands of plugins are there. So whenever we install any extra plugin, we'll get one new option. So that's why you need not to learn each and everything here, because so many things are there. There is unlimited to learn in Jenkins. So whatever options which are important for us that we are going to discuss now. So first, just familiar, be familiar with this dashboard. So right now you can see logout. So from here you can log out, and it's admin. You log in as admin, and disable auto refresh. That means already we have enabled. By default, auto refresh should be enabled. That means you can see right one blink kind of thing here. See here. So after every 10 to 15 seconds, the page will be refreshed automatically. And from here you are going to create a new jobs. I'll tell you what is the job and what is the everything. We are going to do it now. So from here you are going to create new job. So people, from here we are going to create users, groups, all administration. So here main important thing is this one, manage Jenkins. This is kind of settings option in your mobile. Whatever you do to Jenkins, everything you are going to do from here. Okay, everything we'll do from here. Okay, each and every setting we'll do from here. And whenever you build any job, so if you build 3 to 4 jobs, so remaining from second onwards, that 4 till 4 will be in a queue. After completion of first job, second job it will take second job. So all remaining jobs will be in a queue. The queue jobs it will show here, which are in queue. And build executor status means simultaneously it will execute 2 jobs. All these things we can change. I told you at Jenkins, we can customize as per our needs. So we can change each and everything. Okay. So just I'll create a simple job, guys. I'll create a simple job here. So job item project, all are same in Jenkins. All are same in Jenkins. That's why creating new item or creating new job or creating new project, all are same. So build means here, build means running a job successfully. If job runs successfully, then we call build is successful. Okay, understood? Build means don't think that build, what we discussed, compile, compress the code and creating a deliverable. That is also build. That also we are going to see. In Jenkins terminology, build means running any job successfully, we call build, running any job. Okay, for example, if you run one simple Windows command or Linux command, if that command is successful, it executed successfully and you got output, that means build is successful. Okay, understood? That means build is successful. So we are going to see this one. So here few more options are there. If you want to restart your Jenkins, you just put flash here. You can type here restart. Simple. If you want to restart, just click here and press enter. That will be Jenkins will be restarted automatically. This is a easy option. If you want to stop Jenkins, you press type here stop and press enter. If you want to start after stopping, enter start here. That's the simple options. Now what I'll do, I'll just create a simple job. Let's see all important options here. Okay, so let me create a job. See here, click here. Either you can click here or you can click here. Okay, let's do it from here. Now enter a job. Here you can see so many plugins, right? So many options, right? So when we install Jenkins, already we got so many plugins by default, right? So since we got those, we installed those plugins. That's why you can see these options. I told you that when you install any plugin, you get new option. So let's give any, for example, demo. First demo. I'm giving a job name called demo. So choose your freestyle job. If you don't know what kind of job it is, then generally we choose freestyle. It is a general one, common to everyone. So select freestyle. Now click on OK. Okay, see here. You can see here general section, source code management, build triggers, build environments, build, post build actions. So these are 6 sections which are very important. These sections, whatever settings you do here, okay, that belongs to this particular job first demo. This is what job configuration. Whatever you do, this is belongs to this particular job only. Okay. So here few options are important. So let's see all those options one by one. Description means it's kind of description. It's kind of banner message to the job description, headline, tagline. So discard old bill means it will discard old jobs. That means for I have a job demo, so I have executed this job. I have executed this build around 5 to 6 times. So it will discard all old jobs, old builds. But we are going to see all these options. Just here I am explaining what is this option. Later on we are going to see practically all important options. GitHub project. So I told you that Jenkins is going to pull the code from GitHub. Okay, that option we are going to. That is this option. From here we are going to configure that kind of pulling jobs. Now don't worry about all this. Disable this project. If you disable, people cannot execute this job. Execute concurrent builds if necessary. So simultaneously, if you change this number, simultaneously we can execute multiple jobs. Default number is 2. If you want, we can change. See here, source code management section. So by default, you got Git and Subversion. So we got this option. That means already we installed these 2 plugins. If you don't install this plugin, you won't get this option. Next, build triggers. So if you want to trigger the job, execute the job from some external scripts, that we can do it from here. So build after other bugs are built. So this is kind of linking the jobs. So later on we are going to see pipeline. So there we are going to use this option a lot. Okay, linking jobs, one job to another job, so that one job will trigger another job. Build periodically. That means see here, build periodically. Simultaneously, if you want to build, for example, the build has to be executed. The job has to be built after every 3 minutes, after every 5 minutes. For example, repetitive tasks. I told you, right? Jenkins access cron server replacement. So that is this one. So here we are going to mention a timing. Automatic Jenkins is going to pull the code from GitHub. Now, poll SEO. So it's also kind of same option that I will explain the differences between these 2 later on. Now, build environments. So here we are going to use and all about the build stack. So these small, easy options. that we are going to see. When we use this option, then you will understand one by one. Coming to build section, here we are going to use and Gradle, so executing Windows command, executing Linux command, all this we'll see from here. Coming to post build action. So if you want to build other job after this job, or if you want to publish test results, or you want to send notification, that everything we are going to see from here. So these options related to this particular job. So what I'll do now, I'll create a job, simple job. Now see here, come down here, you can select build, execute Windows batch command. Now here, give any simple command, echo hello everyone. So this is simple Windows command, right? Echo hello everyone. So what is output? Output is hello everyone only, right? So what you do, just click on apply. If you click apply, the job will be saved here, but you will be in the same page. But if you click save, that will be saved as well as it will take you to the main page. Okay, apply and save. Now see here, these options are related to this particular job. Okay. Now if you want to build this job, directly you can build from here. Build means executing this job. Build from here, or else you go back to main page. See here, the job we have created a job. Here you can see the gray color bar. So gray color bar indicates build not yet triggered. In place of this one, if you see blue color, that means build is successful. So in place of this, if you see red color, build got failed, like that. If you see blink kind of thing, that means build is under progress. Okay. Next, you can see here weather report. It's kind of trend, previous track record. Out of last 4, if all 4 builds are failed, here it will show cloudy and rainy kind of thing. So out of last 4, 3 are successful, 1 is failed. So cloudy, full cloudy, but not rain. 2 are successful, 2 are failed. Okay, the little bit sunny, little bit cloudy. Like that, it will show the trend, previous track record. So here you can see the job and the time. No, when we have triggered last successful trigger, last successful fail in the duration. For example, if you want to build this job, 3 options are there. Okay, so click here. If you click here, you can build from here, or directly you can click here. There is also a build option, or else you go inside the job. You can build from here. So click here, build now. So I have selected that one, build now. Now let's see what actually happens. See here, one builder got triggered. You can see the blue color bar. So just click on that bar. You can see console output here. Okay, who started this job? Started by admin. So building in workspace. C drive. So this job related work, everything will be kept in under C drive, program files, Jenkins, workspace, and first demo. First demo. That means here, this whatever you see that screen, right? Web page, that is a window only. Window only. But actually, where is my data that got stored in somewhere? See here, somewhere in C drive. Program files x86. You can see Jenkins. Here you can see that jobs. Whatever you do in the home page, that everything, each and everything will be stored inside this one. Okay, that window is acts like a window. That is, web page is like a window through which we are accessing the data from here. This is a main page here. This is a main data. For example, just now we have created job, right? Go to jobs. You can see first demo. If you create one more job, you will get the job here. The job related data will be stored here. Whenever you install any extra plugin, the plugins will be stored here. that is what it is showing. Building in workspace, in a workspace in so and so. Okay. Now what it has done, echo hello everyone. What is the output? Output is hello everyone. Hello everyone. Okay. So build is successful. That means command is ready. That command is good. No wrong in that command. That means build is successful. Now go back to
Sai,
training.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
Like sometimes your voice is breaking.
Is it for everyone?
No, Sai.
No.
No, right? Okay, so please check from your end. There
Okay.
might be some network issue. Yeah. See here, this is how we trigger a build. Now, so let me see how to simulate a failed build, failed one. So let me create a new job.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
After completing, we saw some workspace in the temporary folder.
Yes, yes.
What is that exactly?
Where?
After we built actually that it's created the workspace.
So that's what. See here, workspace means wherever the job related data will be kept, where actually the job will be executed. That's what workspace. So whenever you create any job, okay, one folder will be created. See here, we have created a job called first demo. So one folder got created, and Jenkins keep that complete data related to that particular job here. That means this first demo is this workspace. First demo is the job's workspace. Understood, right?
Yes.
This is a workspace. Where workspace means where it will work. So where it worked inside this folder. Actually, it kept that entire data inside this job. Okay. So this is the workspace. So if you create one more folder, one more workspace will be created. I mean, if you create one more job, one more workspace will be created to that particular job on the same name. So whatever Jenkins, whatever the job is going to do, that everything will be kept in that particular job's workspace. Got it?
Okay.
So see here, I'm going to create one more job. Second demo. Select restart. Click on OK. Now if you scroll down, go to build, Windows batch command. Okay, so instead of echo, what I'll do, I'll miss E. I'll mention CHO and hello everyone. Okay, so do we have such kind of command, guys, in Windows? No, we do not have such kind of command. So let's see what happens to the build. So click on save. Save means it will be saved and it will take you to the main page. See here, right now you are in a second page, second demo. You have created one more job, right? Here, see here you got one more folder. So this is the workspace for second job. Okay, understood. Now, just click here, click on build. Now here you can see build got failed, red color ball, because that's a command, wrong command. See here, click on that ball. Now you can see console output. These are history. See here, started by admin. So building friends of building in workspace. What is workspace? See here, inside program file Jenkins workspace. Second demo, this is workspace. Now what is showing? CHO is not recognized as an internal or external command. Okay. Now build step marked build as failure. You understand, right? See here, what is showing? Build as failure. So output is failed one. That means there is a wrong in that command, mistake in that command. Like that. See here you can see that weather report. So out of one got failed, complete 100% failed. You can see that cloudy and all this like that. It will show the trend. For example, you want to fix a broken build. You want to fix that build. See here, go to second demo here. Click here, go to configure. So scroll down. So modify this. Use proper command. Now save. Now trigger the build. Now see here, second build is successful. Now this is second build. First build got failed, second build got successful. So click on this ball. You can see this is successful. Everything is fine. Now go back to main Jenkins. See here, you can see the weather report. Out of 2, 1 got failed. That's a little bit cloudy. It shows a trend. Okay. So like this you can create these jobs. So what we learned here, we learned how to create a simple job, freestyle job, and how to simulate a failure, how to fix a broken build. Okay. Now how to delete a project. Simple guys. Select here, click here delete. That will be deleted. The job will be deleted and that related workspace will be deleted from here. Got it? Now, how to copy a job? How to copy? For example, whatever settings are there in this job, I want to copy the same setting. For example, here, new item, third element. So instead of clicking freestyle, what do you do? Select here, copy from, for example, yes. That means I want to copy the all settings which we have given in second job to this third job. So select this one. Okay. See here, where are you now? Inside third job, right? If you scroll down, see here, who has given this command here? I didn't give any command, right? But it has copied this command from second demo because we have copied from second demo, right? Okay. So like this, all things, whatever you select here, whatever, every option will be copied from the particular job. So click on save. So directly back to Jenkins. So you can trigger the build like that. You can copy settings from in that project as well. So here, again I am explaining here once again. Here, job, project, item, all are same ways. You can use any of these words. Build means executing the job. If the job is successful, that means build is successful. If job got failed means build got failed. Okay. Now, coming to next one. Now, how to deal with plugins? So go to manage Jenkins, manage plugins. Okay. So see, go back, manage Jenkins. Here you can select manage plugins. What is showing here? Add, remove, disable, or enable plugins that you can extend the functionality of Jenkins. I told you that Jenkins is all about plugins. Whatever you want, you install that particular plugin. So just click here, manage plugins. Now we can see updates. Update means if we have any updates for our existing plugins, it will show the list. Okay. Like, in mobile, you will get, right, updates. Updates are available for these many apps. Like that. Second, available. Available means, see here, these many plugins are available in Jenkins community. I told you, right, Jenkins having thousands of plugins. Whatever you want, you just take the plugin, install the plugin. Okay, so these are available plugins in Jenkins by default in a Jenkins hub. So directly we can download and we can install here. Commit installed. These are the plugins which are currently which are there in my machine. So when we install Jenkins, we got some plugins by default. Those plugins are these. Now go to advanced. This is a place where you are going to write your own plugin. Where you are going to write your. I told you that we can write our own plugin. You can write our own plugins here. Choose a file and upload. So see here what I'll do. I'll take one simple plugin. Later on we are going to see so many plugins. Just I would like to show one simple. For example, see here we have a plugin called we have a plugin called green balls. So when once build is successful, it will show the color in blue color, right? Okay, suppose you don't like blue color, you want to see in a green color. So just select this one, green balls plugin, install without restart. See here, the green balls plugin is being installed. So that's how you install any plugin like this only. So yes, we have installed plugin. Now click here restart. Restart Jenkins 1. Jenkins installation is complete and no jobs are running. Once plugin got installed, Jenkins will restart automatically.
Sai, here server is restarting or just browser is
Here, it's a your Jenkins application is getting restart. So it will take that newly installed plugin.
So as in window, the folder job folder is created, the same job directory will be created in the Linux environment?
Yeah, same thing. Everything will be same, no difference at all. In Linux also same kind of folders will be created.
Okay.
See here, we have installed plugin, right? Now go back to Jenkins. You can see color got changed. Earlier it was blue color. Now it is green color. Like this, it's all about plugins. Okay. So if you want to add some extra functionality, we install plugin first. Okay. So later on we are going to install some plugins. Okay. So let's install one more plugin. Go to manage Jenkins. So manage plugins. Go to available. Now I would like to install Maven plugin. So here so that I can integrate Maven with this Jenkins. Okay. So here you can see one plugin called Maven integration. Okay, this plugin integrates Maven with Jenkins. So just click here, install without restart. No, click here, restart Jenkins. Where installation is complete. Like that, it's all about plugins. If you want to connect to some other tool, you install that particular plugin. Each and every plugin you will get. Okay. Okay, so let's log in. Go to dashboard. See here, if you want to create a new item here, click here, new item. Now you can see one option called Maven project. Since we have installed that Maven plugin, that's why we got this plugin. Understood? Okay, otherwise it wouldn't have come here. Okay, so it's all about plugin and play. So you install plugin and you'll get that option. Okay, so like this. Later on, we are going to install plugins. Okay, so many plugins in our project. So we are going to take all plugins from the scratch. Okay, and see here some global tool configurations you need to set here. Okay, you understood a little bit plugins. Okay, how to install plugin, how to enable, all those. Now coming to global configurations here, go to manage Jenkins. Here, go to global tool configuration. You can find here global tool configuration. So configure tools, the locations and automatic installs. Click here. Now you can see here, right? Maven, JDK, Git, and Gradle, Maven. See here, so many things are there here. Okay, so this is the place where we are going to give the location where JDK, Git, all this installed. For example, Java already installed in your base machine, right? So here we need to give the location of that installed path. So that whenever Jenkins needs Java, okay, it will use that Jenkins from that location. Okay, it will utilize from your local machine instead of downloading from the internet. See here, click here, add Java. What is showing by default? Install automatically. That means whenever Jenkins needs Java, it will install automatically, then it will use it. Or else here, uncheck this one. Here you can give any name, Java. And here, Java underscore home box is there. Here you give the installed path of Java. So where you have installed Java, under program files, under Java, inside JDK. So copy this one. And here we are going to give this path so that whenever Jenkins needs this Java, it will use from existing local machine instead of downloading from online. Second, coming to Git, you need not give any path to Git because that will be there by default. You will look for that Git installed path, so you can skip the Git. Now, third important thing is Maven. Click here, add Maven. Now, see already showing install automatically. So uncheck this one and go to the Maven. Yesterday I have installed Maven, right? See Dev Tools. Go inside Maven. Now copy this one. Now paste here. And here give any name. Any name, that's up to you. Okay. Like that. So click on save. These two are important. JDK and Maven you need to give. So Git is not required. By default, it will verify the Git location. Okay. Now, coming to Maven project. Okay. Coming to Maven project. See here how to build Maven job. So if you go to GitHub, see here, go to show more. Here I have a directory, I have a repository called time tracker. You can see it, I have a repository called time tracker. Just click on that. Now you can see one repository. In this repository, I have some sample code. So what you do, you just you take this link, you paste in your GitHub, in your browser. You're able to see this one, this my page you can see here. So what you do, for you, this option will be enabled. Immediately it will ask your GitHub account credentials. So give username and password. That means you are literally copying this repository from my GitHub to your GitHub. Okay, so that you can use that one. So please poke that one so that you know that will be copied to your own GitHub. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'm going to create a sample job, guys. I'll tell you what actually I'm going to do. Go to new item. Okay, go to new item and give any name to this item. So, for example, I'll give my time. Already it's, yeah, you can give my time tracker 1. Oh, sorry, my time tracker 1 or my time tracker demo. Okay. Now what you do, you know that, see here, you know that it's a Maven project. So click on Maven project. Now click OK. Because I would like to build this code, which is there in this one, this time tracker. Okay. Now see here, I'll tell you what actually I'm doing now. This is my GitHub. Inside this GitHub, I have a repository called time tracker. Now this is my Jenkins. This is Maven already we have installed inside in my laptop. Now what actually happens? Now I'm going to Jenkins is going to pull the code directly from GitHub. It is going to send that code to Maven. It is trying to do the build. That is what we are going to configure now. Okay. Now we have created job, sample job. Now what you have to do here, you can see that you click here, clone or download. You can see you'll get one link. Just copy that link. Now you can see right here Git source code management section. So you just paste that one. So the Jenkins will pull the code from GitHub. Okay. Now scroll down. Now here you can select in build section. By default, is showing pom.xml and goals and options. Why? Because earlier we were not getting this option right. But now we have selected Maven job, not freestyle. That's why you can see all these things. So here we are going to give any goal, for example. Clean package. So don't worry guys, I have detailed class on Maven. Okay. Here the focus is not on Maven. Here focus is how to create normal Maven jobs. Okay, I'll explain Maven clearly. I have steps. Slides are there. I'll explain clearly. Don't worry about this one as well. Okay. So I have given a goal. Now click on save. Now go back to Jenkins. Now try to trigger this job. See here, click here, build now. Now Jenkins is going to pull the code from GitHub. It will do the build by taking help of Maven. See here, ball is blinking and the job is under progress. Here building means we are not creating any output deliverable. Just we are compiling the code, converting that source code into machine readable language. So if everything is fine, if machine reads everything clearly, without any issue, it won't throw any errors. If it unable to read anywhere, then machine will throw error. In that code, you can see that error. So just how build this Java code. So if you want to see the output, directly go inside this job. Now click on this ball, blinking ball. Now you can see console output. The Jenkins triggers this job. Now build is happening. Jenkins is taking the help of Maven. Okay. See here. Now it is showing build is successful. Successfully it has compiled that code. Okay. Now what happened here? Jenkins pulled the code from GitHub. It has built that code by taking help of Maven. Understood? Because we have integrated these two tools with Jenkins. Fine. Let's assume the developer kept some buggy code in this GitHub repository. For example, let me edit something. So go to web. So go to core here. Go to src. Go to main. Go to typetracker.java. So just click here. Don't worry, you need not learn any Java here. Just I'm showing how that build will be failed and how you can see the errors. Suppose. So okay. So at the end of third line, I'm giving 2 slashes. That means I'm commenting these lines. I'm commenting these lines. That means once Maven try to build this one, Maven will ignore these 2 lines. But these 2 lines are mandatory to the build. So it will throw errors here. I'll comment here itself. Test to GitHub. Right? The code is there's a problem with this code, right? Now while doing the build, definitely Jenkins should throw error. So let's see that one. Now over. Now what we do? Go back to my time tracker demo. Build this job again. Build now. Now see, definitely it will throw error. See here, the build is on progress. Now let's see this console output. You can see, right? You can see, guys, some errors are there. Okay, see, this is the error section. Now, finally, what is showing? Build is failed. You need not worry what is this code and what kind of errors. You are responsible to publish this code to that particular developer so that he will understand automatically. Okay, I'll tell you what comes in your job. I mean, what are the responsibilities of you being a DevOps engineer? What you have to do. I'll tell you later on. Just try to understand what is happening. That means don't try to understand what is this code and what is this error. Try to understand how the build will fail. Okay. Now the build got failed. Okay. Now go back here. Now we have shared that code to that particular developer. He came to that 2 lines got committed. Now he is going to troubleshoot that one. Okay. That code, whatever he has written. Just assume like that. Troubleshoot it. Now it's fine. So commit message, commit changes. Click here, build now, click this one. Now one more build got triggered. Now see that console output. Now this time build will be successful only. See here, now build is successful. Now that's how we troubleshoot the issues. Understood? So just you are getting, I mean, see here in Jenkins we are discussing all small pieces here, small individual pieces. Now in our project, I'm going to combine all these things. I'll show the best project, whatever I have explained in my demo. Further, you should know all these things. Okay, so you understood something right today? Now remember, tomorrow you get better clarity. What is the Jenkins and what we are going to do by using this? Okay. So any doubts, guys, in this today's class? Any doubts from anyone? No doubts. Okay. So what you do, you please install the Jenkins and please do practice. Okay. So let me see. Sir, can you change the port 8080 and try to run? Yes. Yes. We can change.
Not able to hear you, Sai.
I'll explain. So is it for everyone, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the port is right. The port we can change, that I'm going to explain later. Okay. Anyway, that is there in my next class. In my project, I need to change the port. Okay. There you'll understand better. You got my point? You understood? Okay, fine. Fine, guys. So that's it for today. So we'll discuss all remaining things tomorrow.
Sai Santosh here.
Yes, Santosh.
Like I can call you at 12:45, right? As per discuss the things.
Yes. You can call me at 12:45. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Fine. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Let's meet tomorrow.